Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Follow Sketch February for February 3rd. So this is today's sketch. You can find it in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. It is by Kim Keen. Now, I really like this sketch because you can go big, you can go minimal, you can do all the things. Love it. I am going to scrapbook two photos. Coffee and wine. Here we are. That is what I am going to scrapbook, even though the sketch has three. I've got two. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys. So I have this kind of chevron parquet looking wood floor paper, and I decided that I was going to add some color to it with my Distress Oxide ink pads. I'm using about 5 of them, I think. I've got Cracked Pistachio. I'm pulling them out now so I can tell you. I've got Broken China, Seedless Preserves, Worn Lipstick, and Candied Apple. And I'm just taking the ink pad and rubbing it directly over top of this wood grain paper. Now, for the wood grain paper, you are going to be able to see through it. I also grabbed an ink blending tool and kind of ran my ink blending tool all the way up and down the colors, not to blend them, but there was a good amount of ink still sitting on top of the paper. It hadn't soaked in. So doing this was helping that ink kind of soak into the paper a little bit more. And then, of course, the blending tool pulled off some extra. So like I said, that wasn't to blend it. If you're thinking, man, girl, your blending skills are atrocious, not blending, not blending. Just trying to get that extra color off. Now I'm going to take the Polka Dot stencil and I'm going to use this pearl, is it pearl? This pearl candy coat from Brutus Monroe. And I'm going to just take a little bit through the stencil over on the upper left and kind of the lower right. And I go a little bit more than what the sketch has, right? Like the sketch has just a tiny little bit of circly, stencily items, however you want to do that. And I also did it on the opposite side of what the sketch kind of calls for. And that's totally cool. I'm happy with this. I'm also going to work right on top of this. It is not going to be completely dry when I do my layout. That's just the way I roll, you guys. I don't always make sure that my mixed media is dry before I play with my layout. So there are a couple of very vertical lines in here, right? So I end up using a film strip, which I didn't need to use the whole film strip. I could have cut off little bits and tucked under because you only see a tiny little bit off the top and the bottom. So if that is something that concerns you, like, go ahead and cut those pieces. But it did not concern me when I was doing it. So I've got the film strip. I'm going to use a couple different papers. I've got a pink on pink kind of houndstooth paper. And then I've got this really beautiful October afternoon floral paper that I'm going to overlap. I also have this leaf greenery paper that is a Vicky Bouton paper. And that was going to be yet another strip, another vertical strip. However, I decided that my vertical strips were getting to be a little bit much. Like I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit much here, Sandy. So ultimately I decided to use those, that greenery paper to mat my two photos. Instead of kind of building another vertical strip here. I thought that I was going to need the heft of more as a vertical strip because I was only using 2 photos, but my photos are larger. I actually even trimmed down the photos down to 4x4. I think they were like 5x4, but this is where I'm determining that this would be too much to make it as another strip. I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG and ATG that sucker so it goes right plop down here in the middle of those inky bits. And then that's where I'm like, oh, these photos are a little large. Let me trim those suckers down. And then I will mat them on that really beautiful greenery paper right there. So these photos are from back in 2022. That I guess I was running on coffee and wine then. I guess I still run on coffee and wine now. I don't know. And I am looking at this girl with the brown hair and the bangs. Because I got the purple hair and no bangs going on right now. But yeah, and I think I sent these, pretty sure I sent these photos to Christopher both times and was cheersing him. So I'm going to use both of them and have them kind of popping off the vertical elements, just like in the sketch. I wanted to bring in the tickets because I am a fan of tickets and labels on my layouts. I just find them to be fun. Here is where I put a ticket on either side of it because it would definitely be completely covered by the photos. And then I'm going to use this hello that is kind of covered with florals, and I'm using this because, quite frankly, it was out on the desk from when I was using the Full Bloom foam stickers from Simple Stories, and you know, we had a whole conversation about bloom, and I just figured that this would work, right? Like the tones and everything, all the colors in that worked with what I had going on the layout. And then I also added just a couple little stickers that says life is good and also captured. And now I just need to finish my title for the layout to be finished. Well, I need it to dry too, but you know, one thing at a time. I pull out these Simple Stories letter stickers. I noticed that my hello was a little crooked, so I'm going to fix that. And then I'm just going to put down these letter stickers, and it's going to say Thirsty Lady. Hello, Thirsty Lady. I thought that that was quite the title. Completely happy with it. So once I get those letter stickers down, then the layout is complete, you guys. I thought about adding some enamel dots, some sequins, something. But honestly, I feel like there is a lot going on already on this layout, even though there's not a lot of product on it. So I love the colorfulness of it. I love the fact that I got another 2022 layout complete. I'm feeling all the good feels right now. So anyway, that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group if you want to get access to all of the sketches ahead of time. There is a playlist that a bunch of different scrapbookers are throwing their videos into, so you can check out all of the Follow a Sketch February layouts and what they've come up with. So awesome. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.